Hi everyone, I'm Josie and welcome to the 6th video of the New Zealand travel series. In today's video, I will be continuing my adventures with Rotorua being my home base. As I mentioned before, Rotorua is one of my favorite cities in New Zealand and it's easy to see why. It's central to many sites and activities and it's one of the larger cities. Today I'll be showing you my adventures in Waitomo Caves to see glowworms, and I'll be showing you the actual filming location of Lord of the Rings as well as The Hobbit. So if you're new to the series, check out my profile for more information and footage on this trip. And before I begin, if you like the content that I make, don't forget to support the channel, like, subscribe, and sign up for notifications. Comment below and let me know what your favorite part about the New Zealand trip has been so far. Your interaction really helps with the algorithm and it lets me know that you like the content that I make. So let's get back to the video. So today I am going to Waitomo Caves and I'll be doing so through the Spellbound Tours group. So I'm here with a small group of about 8 to 10 people and the tour entails us walking a little bit and then essentially getting on a boat and being guided by a tour guide who will tell us a little bit more about the caves. And apparently it's hard to take pictures in the cave because it's relatively dark, and if there is light, there's gonna be light coming from the glowworms. So I am excited to show you what that looks like. That was a very, very bumpy ride. But the views are incredible. And actually this time, it would be a lot more beautiful, but they haven't had rain in the last 2 months, and so it's not green as it usually would be. Completely rolling green hills. So our journey begins as we walk into Waitomo Caves. Watch your head as we walk into the caves. Oh, this is so cool. It has fresh spring water and wind tunnels. I have my stray mates behind me, Marcus and Kenneth, and we're in the second part of our Waitomo Caves tour, but yeah, whoa, it's so cool.
Yeah, you can feel the AC working. It's all natural. So you're going to see lots of these stalactites and mites. There's a couple there that are slowly growing together. Hopefully they'll join up one day. Yeah. Just the drips falling out there, land there.
We want to see that.
Not in our
How long would
lifetime.
that take? How long do you think?
Well, I reckon about 10,000 years at least.
10,000 years?
Yeah. So it's only like 100 years. 100 years for 1 cubic centimetre. So, yeah.
Wow.
That thing there is older than all of us put together. There's a lot of change left over.
Oh my god.
And they start off with straw formations right there. That's the start of a stalactite. They look like a straw, they're hollow like a straw, and sometimes water will drip out of them.
How old is this cave?
This cave's over 1 million years old, I've been told. Yeah.
Wow.
So that river we floated on, they used to flow through here, past down the valley, past the first cave, through here and out the other end. So this is, the other cave's only estimated between 400 to 500,000 years old, whereas this one's over 1 million years old. Yeah, so we've had a lot of geologists come through here and study the place and tell us what they believe happened. Yeah. Then you get tides flushing organic material into the ocean. That's what this thin line is. That's the sediments flushing into the ocean. So they'll get covered in sand and seashells. So you end up with another layer on top of the sediment layer, and another layer of sediment, more sand, seashells. So it just kind of slowly stacks on itself. And then it was all sunk below the ocean and then compacted together and and pushed up again. So rain and water's been dissolving out the sediment layers and leaving behind the more stable limestone. So you get big chunks of rock falling off the roof every now and then.
What is this cave called?
This cave is called Tiana or Tiatua. Tiana, the cave.
Tiana?
Or Tiatua of the
Oni
spirits.
Atua.
Or Te Atua.
Oni
Or
Atua.
is of Te is the Atua spirit.
Cave of the Spirits.
Yeah, cave.
Okay, cool.
Or the spirit cave for short.
Spirit cave, yes. What is the flowstone again?
Created by water flowing down the side.
Okay.
So after heavy rain, you get a thin sheet of water just flows down the wall.
Yeah, totally.
It adds more calcium. So the water that creates this only flows down the right hand side here. Yeah, not so much on this side. Stuff looks like cauliflower when you get up close.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call it flowstone. It's created by just water flowing down the side here. Thousands of years, so it was only found about 30 years ago. So the skull's up that end there, from Malaitas, see there? There's the skull. You see the jawbones lying in front of the skull there? You'll see those little circular rings in the mud. That's the windpipe or the trachea rings. They're from the throat. They're all made out of bone, not cartilage like ours. They're just along there. And then you got vertebrae. There's its pelvis, which was joined there. Now they found it was actually buried below some volcanic ash. And originally they traced it back to Lake Taupo, but they thought it was from about 2,000 years ago. And then we had some geologists come through last year that were specialising in volcanic ash, took a sample of that. Then a couple of months later sent us a note saying we were like 18,000 years off. So it was actually from about 20,000 years ago. Yeah. So it wasn't actually 2,000 years. It was from Lake Taupo, but from the wrong eruption. So yeah, each volcanic eruption, the ash has its own composition. So they can actually trace it back to where it came from, providing they've got a database on it. Yeah.
So we're here in Hobbiton, about to start our 240 tour, and we're just sorting things out, getting the tickets, and waiting for further instructions.
Crates or in the wheelbarrow is fake. So the potatoes in the crate are artificial, and then they do mix it in with some real vegetables. The pumpkin on the ground and the marrows are also real. They did want this movie set to look hundreds of years old. If you look just to the fence over here too, you will see some moss growths. growth on it. That is actually artificial moss. They do use wood chips, paint and glue to create that look. They do also mix it in with a bit of yogurt to stimulate that natural bacteria growth of the moss. They also use vinegar on the timber to bring out that natural dark grey grain look in the timber. And they also use the sandblaster on the timber. Our and now is called the Dell. It is home to 7 hobbit homes, including the Sackville Baggins. They lived in the yellow hobbit home just in the distance over there.
Towards the end of the tour now, and we're about to get some free alcohol or non-alcoholic beverage depending on our choice. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Next episode will include geothermal activity at Waitomo, as well as my next destination for a secluded experience to learn more about the Maori people and their traditions. Stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.